I am now blow drying my hair.
Oh.
I have been growing out my hair. I've never really made a commitment to doing that.
How long are you looking? Shoulder length?
A little bit shoulder. I just want to bob.
Nice.
So when I blow dry it, it does have a different
It looks nice.
coiffed, right?
But then you put the hat on it. Doesn't that
Well,
negate?
the hat is supposed to like mat it down a little bit. I get a little poofy.
Okay.
Also, this is where I performed last night.
You went to Long Beach?
I went to Long Beach last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
Borelli's?
Borelli's. Shout out Borelli's. Great bar, pub.
Was that the Christmas bar?
It is.
Okay. And Mike's parents came one year.
Yeah. So shout out Little Plug City.
So you went all the way out to Long Island. And yet I didn't get a text.
No.
Hello and welcome back to the U Up podcast. I'm Jordana Abraham.
And I am Jared Freed. It's so good to be back here in studio with you, Jordana. How are you? What's going on? What's the haps?
I'm good. I went on like a girls' trip retreat upstate last weekend.
Girls' trip?
Yeah.
Women love a cozy weekend.
It was a cozy, lovely girls' trip.
It is
Yes.
something about a lady going to a cabin and what?
With slippers and
slippers.
with
You guys have
friends.
PJs?
Yeah.
Was there a PJ night? Pillow fights?
Yeah, we watched a movie. We watched that new Adam Sandler, George Clooney movie.
How was it? What's your review? It's called Stanley or Ricky Bobby?
It's called J
Alexander?
J something.
J Kelly.
J Kelly.
J Kelly.
Yes.
It's one of those movies that I see and I'm like,
Well, it started with like a
I don't
20.
know if I need to live and learn and love again.
It started with like a 20-minute debate between all of us of like, is George Clooney still hot?
Stop it.
Yes.
If George Clooney's not hot,
I mean, he's
I'm
64.
outta here.
He's 64.
I'm a monster.
He's 64. So obviously,
who
like,
is on the side of George Clooney's not hot? I'm angry.
I
as a
didn't
straight
say
man.
okay. I didn't say he's not hot. I just did say there are certain scenes where you're like, oh, you could. He looks kind of old.
Jordana's like, he's no Brendan Fraser.
He has no. I mean, like he hasn't
He's
aged
no Mitt
quite that well.
Romney.
No, he is like. I mean, it's hard to compare.
Yeah.
He is like, okay, objectively, as a 64-year-old man,
Right.
very hot.
I'd love to put him in a lineup with other 64-year-old men.
No, of course, yeah.
okay.
But he's
No
also
suit, bathing suit.
he's also
All in a
got
line,
like
yeah.
Hundreds of millions of dollars, probably.
Well, the money matters. We're talking more about George Clooney on our YouTube exclusive.
Okay.
If you go on YouTube, we do a whole thing about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and George Clooney. There's a whole discussion of this on YouTube if you want more of this fun convo on George Clooney. But so you think he's hot. So it
Yes.
starts with 20 minutes of
Yes.
we're not watching the movie. So good way to start a movie.
Right. We're, kind of just talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
It was, I thought it was pretty good. I wasn't sure like what it was trying to be. If it was trying to be like funny or if it was trying to be serious. It was one of those where like, it's almost like the music is making it seem like it's trying to be like one of those like whimsical romantic comedies.
Okay.
But the dialogue is not like fully matching that.
And it's Adam Sandler, George Clooney.
I
Who
think
are the
Laura
women?
Dern.
Okay.
I didn't finish it. I went to sleep. But it was good.
So that
it wasn't
was
bad.
night one,
Yeah.
movie night. And then what do we
That
do
was
for
night
the
two.
rest of the weekend?
It was only 2 nights.
2 nights.
There was a sound bath.
So someone goes, dung.
Yeah, you're like in a room, you're laying down, you're doing
Doing what?
you're listening to the sounds.
Who got paid?
There's someone there's like sound bowls.
So you hire someone who has all the
Well, it's at the
instruments?
resort.
Oh, so this is a resort.
It's just I guess it's a resort. Yeah, it's called the Chatwal Lodge. I think
Okay,
they have
Plug
one in the
City.
city too. They have one in the city and then one in upstate New York.
How many women?
7.
So 7 women. Let's go to a cabin. We need it.
Yes.
We need just cozy weekend away from the spouses and the
Yes.
babies and the hullabaloo.
Yes.
And
Easy because you're driving, so everyone can leave and come when they want.
and you get there Friday,
Get there Friday.
and Friday night one. What's for dinner?
So it includes the food is included, but there's like the service was incredible. So I would
Okay.
like to like definitely
Worth
share.
it.
Yeah, the service was really really good. The food was very good too.
Mm-hmm.
I've been relatively pregnancy symptom free,
Yeah.
except for this past week when I've discovered I have very bad acid reflux.
Okay.
So The
So you're
first
just
night was not
burping.
great for me. Well, I was sharing a room with Sammy,
Okay. Who snores?
who snores, but I
Notoriously.
have like an extreme. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can. I have a cold also.
Yes.
So everyone was like, "Oh, you stay with Sammy because you guys will be like just keeping each other up all night, blowing your noses and snoring and doing all that."
A sound bath of its own.
Yes, a disgusting sound
Yeah.
bath of me and Sammy sleeping. Yes. Basically. And then
What's
I
going
threw
on
up
there?
the first night.
Is the
They gave
truck
us-
stuck in the snow.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was basically the sound bath of our room.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was the first night.
Okay.
We had dinner. They gave us s'mores. We had a fire pit around the like little lodge thing we did. So we tried to make those. And then I threw it all up
Okay.
like an hour later. So that was fun.
It was like college all over
Yeah,
again.
basically we're right. We're back.
Yeah.
We're back. Yeah.
And then what's the morning? Like
Sound
how would you
bath.
So the sound bath, you wake up straight to the sound bath? Is there a workout?
10:30. I mean, you could work out. I didn't. I woke
Okay.
up too late for that.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Breakfast.
You're pregnant. Yeah.
Yeah, breakfast, sound bath, massage.
Everyone, 7
Everyone.
women in a row.
Well, they came to the like lodge thing that we were at, so they
Uh-huh.
set up, and then like if you weren't going, you were watching TV. We were a lot of watching the Diddy documentary, some light
So you
light,
guys really
light
know how to
stuff. Yeah,
party.
The Reckoning.
Yeah.
Yes. That was the theme of the weekend. If you
Right.
weren't doing the sound bath or getting a massage, you were analyzing the Diddy
The Diddy of it all.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, and getting into that document because it was just playing like on repeat or
This
something.
trip sounds like a lot of laughs.
It was fun.
I'm sure it was fun. 7
Yeah.
friends. What you guys could be doing anything.
Yeah, and
And
just like
it's like-
it's like kind of a cozy cabin dinner situation.
Right, but this is a mental
Yeah.
health thing. You ask
Yeah.
people who are like, feeling lonely right now. It's getting cold. They're not really, reach out to some friends. Let's make a plan.
Yeah.
Make a plan. Like, half of the beauty of a plan with friends is looking forward to the plan, the group chat that leads into the plan. Like, this isn't just 2 days away with friends.
Right.
This is a month of
A reset.
can't wait and good. I'm so excited to see you all. And then, the month after, can you believe this? And
you remember
inside
that?
stories
Yeah.
and jokes. So
Yeah.
yeah, if I was
love a good
like to give
experience.
someone, yeah, that's great. I'm
Yes.
happy you guys did that.
Yeah, it was very nice. How was your
I have
weekend?
been
How's
all-
your new apartment?
The
Give
new
us the
apartment, is beautiful. V came down and taped
I
all
saw.
of the move-in. If you go on YouTube, you can watch it. Now we'll have week 2. We did behind the scenes from Fort Lauderdale and Miami. We actually do a tour of my parents' house.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
they've
your
really-
20,000 subscriber
Yeah,
should get that on the You Up YouTube too.
That's on my Patreon.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna have to pay to see my parents' place.
There.
And we got interviews with my parents. It's like we're really, making a push here. To
Did you make it like Cribs?
We did a little bit. I walked in. I was like, "Welcome to my crib. This is where
Yeah.
the magic happens. All the lines."
I wish they still lived in your childhood home. I would have loved to see
Oh.
your childhood bedroom.
My God. Oh, my mom then starts taking pictures and is like, "This is Jared." Then going, "Is this Harry?" Like she doesn't even know.
She doesn't know the difference. Do you guys look alike?
A little bit,
Okay, yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Harry was a cute baby. I was a monster. So then, the place is great, but I've been here. I've been kind of on the road. I'm on the second leg of this road stint. I came here and then I went to Detroit, Columbus, and Chicago. I gotta say, I was in Detroit. I saw family there. It was like amazing. Like
Oh yeah, I
Just-
saw that with your
my granduncles.
Uncles?
Yeah, that
was cute.
They're like 80 and 90 years
who
old.
paid.
Oh, they did. Fuck
They
that.
did. I think
I'm
well,
not gonna insult it. I did have that thought. I actually thought of you. I was like,
Right.
I'm like, do I put down the car?
Did you offer?
No.
You didn't even offer?
No. I didn't know what the. Why would I? I don't know. I didn't want to insult them.
I don't know. What is the?
They got
I'm
money.
trying to think though. There's like
okay.
there's like an age where like it's insult, and then there's an age where like they haven't worked in 40 years.
I know. Listen, I thought about that. I didn't know what to do.
Did they split it?
No, my one uncle just
The
like threw a
the head
card.
honcho uncle. Okay.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's weird because my grandfather was the oldest. So like my grandfather was 10 years older than his younger sibling and then 20 years older than his youngest sibling. So
20 years.
Yeah,
wow.
It's a whole weird
Same
age.
parents?
Same parents.
20 years apart. There's
I
3
think
sons?
So that's it's a very specific kind of situation. You know,
You're almost the kid's father if you're 20 years older than
right.
them. Yeah.
And my grandfather kind of felt that role. Like he was very much in the community too. Like, you know, like that area, my grandfather was like president of his temple. So like everyone kind of knew him. There's like, you know, so there's a lot of connections and it's just very sweet to like, well, the etiquette rules, whoever planned it pays it.
Who planned it?
They planned it.
The two of them planned it.
They were really... I like hanging out with them, but I think, you know, there's a connection to my grandfather. I think when they're around me, they feel a connection to my grandfather. You know, they're very close, the brothers.
Right.
So...
I have a question.
Sure.
Let's say at the end of it, they were like, Jared, you got this one, right?
I would be shocked.
How would you feel?
I'd feel fine.
Would you tell everyone?
I would tell everyone. I would go to my mom and I'd be like, can you... And my mom would go, you made him pay! She'd come back at them and yell at them. Yeah. I did have a moment. You're right, because I was like, they are older in this thing, and like I make, you know, some money.
Right.
You know, so
there becomes an age where you're like so old that you're like a child.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's true too. Because I hung out with them, and then like, you know, you go to the cousins and the aunts, and, and they're all like, you went to lunch with them. I was
those guys,
and I'm like, they were great. I was like, because they've heard all the stories 17 times. I'm getting first run at these stories. So like even them, I'm doing all my bits, you know, like we're all great audiences for each other. Like there's a lot. It was really like a beautiful thing to see them. And I have a lot of connection to that area. You know, I used to, my whole life growing up, I
Detroit,
visit to Detroit.
Right, yeah.
And then I went to Chicago, I did an event there, and I did Columbus was great too. And yeah, I'm on the road. If you're in Orlando or San Diego, that's kind of how I close out my year. Then we're not adding a show to Philadelphia, so that's sold out already. Baltimore, I got a show there. Boston, there's a second show added. New York, I'd like to get that to a second show. We're getting towards. So if you're looking to make Valentine's Day plan, if you need a Valentine's Day gift, my show's like a pretty good
day
gift.
Before Valentine's Day.
I think it's the day before. And
oh, nice.
And then I'm in Toronto for Valentine's Day. So like,
good girls. You know, good Galentine's Day too.
Great Galentine's Day. I talk a lot about being single and 40 and jaredfree.com. But, you know, and then I came back here and it is like, it's New York City, December, but
I feel like it's a little cold for December.
It feels like, it is like, right. It feels very January, February.
Right. Usually like early December, you can still feel your hands if they're not in a glove.
Yeah, you can do t-shirt with a big coat in December, and that's not what's going on. I'm
now.
All bundled.
Layers.
But it is the holiday season, Jordana.
Indeed.
And we have a special sponsorship, and I like the sponsorship. This is like one, you know, I like that we're doing something that like integrates with us getting gifts.
Yes, and it's a product we love.
Yeah. I
love
mean,
Uber Eats.
As far as Uber is concerned, I'm an Uber guy.
Yeah.
And now they're sponsoring the podcast, and we're doing Uber Eats, which you
love
use
Uber
it.
Eats.
You're a big fan. I'm a big fan.
Huge Uber Eats person. And I also love that it's not just food.
Right.
That you're getting to, I mean, like I've used it a lot for that, but I've also recently discovered that you can get gifts on it.
If you're in a pinch, Uber Eats is there for you.
This is the time for being in a gifting pinch.
Listen, and nothing feels better than getting a gift done. I ordered
crossing it off the list.
Crossing it off the list.
Yeah.
So when I ordered the Uber Eats for you, I watched the whole process, the pickup, the buying, the purchase, the delivery. So like it all happened before my eyes while I'm doing other things.
Don't have to lift a finger.
That's right. You know, last week we talked about like what to gift a partner, what to get, you know, and we're two friends. We want to gift each other. We did a little exchange.
Yes.
We had a rule. We were like, okay, only a certain amount of money.
Yes.
And let's give each other gifts.
Okay,
Jordana,
so this
you
is
go
a gift
first. That's my gift from me to you.
From Jared. Okay.
Well, you're going to be doing, you know.
it's a couple things.
There's a lot of things in there because I wanted to make sure that your what do they call it? Maternity leave?
Yes.
You got to be comfy cozy in your home. So we did a lot of spa essentials to get you.
Oh, wow. I love a good spa.
You do love a home spa. You're a big spa galley.
A huge spa person. Let's see what I got.
So I want to make sure everyone sees.
And this is a great brand.
Well, it's from Sephora. They basically, the fact that I can send someone to Sephora and I don't have to walk in and be like, hey, I'm an idiot, I don't know anything. Someone else can do it for me.
This is a great gift. I get to try all of the different body washes.
That's right.
We're going to be very clean in the house.
We're going to clean you pigs
yes.
up.
Yeah, and this is a great brand. It's also like super like organic and healthy
Love
and
it.
all that.
From Sephora.
All that good stuff. And from Sephora.
Yeah.
So I know that
you know it's good.
yes, which is on Uber Eats. If you want to send Sephora is such a great you want you to get a woman a gift. Literally, like there is no place where anyone can find something.
You could literally go on Uber Eats, close your eye, go to Sephora, then close your eyes and just scroll the phone and hit a brand or hit an item and it would be good.
And I've got the body cream. Wow.
There you go.
And
body cream.
Love it. This is like actually I'm pretty impressed with your gift giving abilities.
Thank you.
I thought it was gonna be I thought it was gonna be more like BOGO baby kind of stuff.
No. We did our gag gifts. Listen, one time I did a gift exchange with my brother, and he was so bad at it that it made me so annoyed. I was like, his was like, he got me like a sweatshirt I already had. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
It's like in old school when Will Ferrell gives them the 4-year-old like the blender that he got from his wedding. And they were like, I gave you that. And then he goes like, oh, you gave me this model? He goes like, no, I gave you that exact one. And I've got a body scrub. I've got
there's one more thing in there.
A hair mask.
Hair mask?
Yes.
That's right. There's one more thing. I think a face mask.
Wow, you really went to town. Look at this.
I went all
there's
out.
nothing better than getting just a real deep mask gift set.
That's right.
I am so excited to just get on these.
I do not.
You do not. This is a great, thoughtful gift.
Ladies watching on YouTube, you can see this is what you could be in for.
Yes.
Gifts all season long. Yeah, I like a poo-poo platter of gifts.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah to you, and thank you Uber Eats for
I love
helping me out. Okay, so now it's my turn.
I got a whole, and this is the first non-gag gift I think I've ever gotten from you.
There was going to be another gag, but they were like, only send them to one place. So I was like, let's go seriously. Okay, so here's my gift. Beautifully wrapped, Jordana. This is like alphabet themed. No, I can get it without the scissors. Okay, here we go.
You think using scissors on a gift is unmasculine?
Yes.
Is that a nick?
No, I would never. Like, I would never use a scissors. No, I'm going to rip it open.
Ladies, one more thing to be judgmental about.
Oh, look at that, a massager.
Well, we were recently talking about all your flights.
Yes.
And how they're kind of catching up to you.
They are.
As you get older. And I was like, this is a portable, great. It's a portable, like, I
can bring it on a plane?
It's like a Theragun kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can bring it on, and if you're feeling, that 40, almost 41 is catching up to you.
Don't age me.
Just get right into that neck.
This is great. Oh, I love this. I've been having a little stiffness. I like this.
Okay, good.
Oh, thank you so much. This is great. Loosen muscle knots and target fatigue in seconds.
Have you ever used one of those?
No, I've used it once where they have them at like Barry's Boot Camp just sitting out, and then I just like play with it. But I've been really looking forward to getting these, in my home.
Yeah, or if you have a woman over, you can ask her to do it to you.
That's right.
Yes,
that's right.
Mike and I have one, and we'll be like, yes, and we'll be like, all right, like if I do you for like a few minutes, will you do me? Yes.
Hey, Mike, I'm gonna go dress up as Ronnie. And then I need you to get the massager out.
The Hypervolt out and get into it. Yeah.
Well, this is great. Thank you. And where did you get this from? You send...
I got this from Best Buy.
So you can send Uber Eats to Best Buy. Sephora, what a wonderful...
Great
make it
options.
easy. That's the thing. We love when we can make these holidays because I watch people on Christmas Eve. That's my favorite activity. I sit outside of a department store with my beach chair and I watch people rush to go get their last minute gifts. And if they had Uber Eats, they wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah. Or if you're dating someone, they got you something. You're like, oh my God, I didn't get them something.
Right.
You could solve the problem, send it right to their apartment.
This took me 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, talk about awesome. So,
but you've been thinking about it for a while, right?
Right. 15 minutes after I decided on all the things I wanted to get you.
Exactly.
So, Thanks again to Uber Eats for helping us be better gifters this holiday season. If you're heading to a holiday party, don't show up empty-handed. Get party essentials or host gifts delivered in as little as 25 minutes to your door or theirs with Uber Eats. Plus, with the Send as a Gift feature at checkout, you can add a festive video from a lineup of holiday helpers. Megan Thee Stallion, the Jonas Brothers, Jake Shane, or Tracy Ellis Ross. Procrastinators rejoice. You're about to look like a gifting hero. Start gifting now with Uber Eats. See app for details. Okay, let's do the show.
Love it. Let's get into it.
I'm so excited about my gift. Okay, let's start the show.
All right, let's do it.
We have an icky or picky.
Love an icky or picky.
Yeah, you guys are dating someone. They do something. Is it an ick, or are you just being picky? Like, are you
Yes.
being a little bit hard on the person, judgy?
I agree. If they use a scissor to unwrap their gift,
I
or
would use
is that
it-
a reason to break up with someone?
Right, the ickiness would, or the part that would look bad, I think, on me is trying to open it, realizing you can't, and be like, yeah, give me the scissors. It's giving up.
Right.
Is
Yes.
the real loser move.
But then what if have you ever seen like someone try to use like their teeth or something? Like to
using
get
your
it?
teeth as an adult
That's
is
a tough
real tough one. They like look like like an adult again, like you are childlike. Yeah,
Right. Just give it to me. I'm going to put the bottle cap in my mouth and try to squeeze it like a dog. Okay.
Right.
Hi, Jared and Jordana. Huge fan of the pod. Started listening after our breakup in 2021 and I've looked forward to every episode since. Also a subscriber.
Thank you.
Love it. I have an icky or picky for you guys. My boyfriend, 37, and I, 31, have been dating for close to 3 years. He occasionally listens to the pod, so he might hear this. Hello,
What's up,
if you're
bro?
listening.
Thanks for occasionally listening.
We love all of our occasional.
Yes.
We forgot to thank the occasional listeners in the Spotify rap video.
Right.
If you're in
Thank
the
you to
top,
all you boyfriends who listen weirdly in the background like a serial killer.
yes, we
Yeah.
forgot to save the listeners who were in the top 96% of listeners.
Right.
Okay. Since Spotify released everyone's 2025 wrap up, we were comparing ours. I spend a lot of time driving, so I use Spotify constantly, usually listening to podcasts or some version of country music. My listening time was around 25,000 minutes. His was about 6,000. But what really stood out, his top song was his own song on Spotify. For context,
Tough spot.
he picked up guitar. There's nothing. That's why I never share my Spotify Wrapped with anyone.
I shared
ever.
mine.
I would never do it. It's too embarrassing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it embarrassing?
If it's like all Hamilton, for me, if it's out of character, it feels a little
If
embarrassing.
Right. If
Yeah.
it doesn't match you, if it's more than one standard deviation away from you, who we think you are,
Right.
then it's embarrassing.
Then it's like, why are you like so shady? Almost.
right,
Do you know what I mean?
right. What do we not know about you?
Right.
Yeah. It's like that scene in Office Space. It's the first scene of the movie where he's listening to like hardcore rap. And then like a black guy goes and walks by his car and he puts up the window. He's like this like nerdy looking guy. And that's like the feeling of Spotify rap being out there when it's like,
Right.
who would know, you know?
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm very insecure about my Spotify Wrapped.
Mine was like Morgan Wallen. I like country when
Can
I
that
fly.
cancel you, or is that is he fine?
He's fine. I mean, he literally at one point I think had like the half of the top 25 songs in the Billboard. Like
interesting. Yeah.
he's like very popular. But I like had him.
You're a basic bitch.
I'm totally basic.
Yeah.
A lot of country, Shabuzi.
What age did it say you were?
I didn't get to that part. I didn't really.
Oh, you didn't. Okay,
I
you
don't-
didn't
I
click
don't
enough.
Click. I just got to that, and it didn't interest me. Like everyone
Right.
does the age thing, and I'm like,
Well, that's why they did it, because everyone's like, it feels personal. You know, you can share.
right. Look at me. I there's like the woman whose age is like old. Oh, okay. She can brag. I'm an old soul. I'm like, I
Right.
listen to Fish. You know, like I get it. I know the person who has the old. You
know the tropes.
I know the tropes. It's all.
Yes.
I'm just becoming too cynical in my
You
own age.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So for context, he picked up guitar during COVID while people had extra time. He has a musical background as an advanced piano player, wrote a song, produced it, and now has about 6,000 plays. They're all his, probably. He performed it in a local talent show and got second place and has played a few gigs. Most of his music career was before we met. His interest in music has declined as other hobbies like hockey took priority. I'm trying to not be judgmental, but listening to your own song enough to make it your number one of the year feels a little strange and gave me an icked out feeling. I jokingly gave him a hard time and he was unfazed. A few years ago, he also made himself his phone screensaver with a picture I had taken. Interesting. I found that odd, gave him a hard time, and he changed it to a picture of me, which has remained ever since. Ultimately, we have a great relationship, so I'll just call this a quirk. But what do you guys think? Does it seem icky that his top Spotify song of the year is his own, or am I just being picky? Signed, Wrapped Up over a 2025 Wrap Up Betch. P.S. My 2025 song of the year was What I Want by Morgan Wallen and Tate McRae.
I think that all of our I feel for this guy because it's like a bad look. But also, like,
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I think because she wrote in about it, I had to think about it.
Right.
Like, if I saw this, I would go, oh, that's funny. And also, he is not like a big user of the app. I mean, it seems 6,000 minutes.
It's not that many.
It's not that many,
right.
Especially when you think of like a song a minute or whatever. I don't know. I'm just trying to I was like I took his side a lot because this is a person, she's like, he has an interest in music that's gone down over time. Yeah, because music is a young person's game. I'm sure this guy dreamed of being a musician, and also he has a talent. He's probably got a little bit of. He's probably an overconfident guy. He likes himself a little bit more than maybe she'd like. He's got himself as a screensaver.
Right.
That's fine. I think you have to like yourself a little bit more than people would want to hear if you're a musician and do a solo act. I think that takes a certain amount of
confidence in yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
So I saw this. I felt bad for him because it's like, this is his dream kind of. I know she's like other interests. No. He has a talent that he worked at for a long time that he can't really do much with.
That he's always thought, what if?
Right. And I'm sure, if I kept thinking everyone does the joke of the Spotify rap for other things. It would be more embarrassing if you knew how many times you looked at your own Instagram story.
Yeah.
I kept thinking of your own Instagram story as the version of having your own music because you're producing it yourself. And your own Instagram story, if she saw how many times she looked at her Instagram story, it would be a little embarrassing for her too.
Totally. And also I'm always looking at our Spotify comments.
Right.
So I'm constantly searching for this podcast, all the podcasts that I do. If you're working on a craft of some sort, it's a song.
That's a way nicer way to look at it than I even would think of it. Because I look at how many times have I watched my own YouTube videos? I was
you're watching them not because you're like, oh my God, this is the best video ever. Everyone watch it. You're kind of like, oh, let me see what I did. Let me see how I can improve next time if I'm making this even better. And I would imagine some of it is that. To me, this is not that bad, especially since, this is a Spotify thing. It's a little private, right? It's you're not, I think
you didn't expect this big showing like this. That's why the Spotify Wrapped is genius.
Right.
Because it's a look at me on something that you're really alone on.
Right. That no one else is seeing.
It's a reveal even to you.
Exactly. And so I think if he was if this would be a different email, if she was every time we get in the car, he only plays his own one song that he has on Spotify over and over again. He will not let us listen. That's like Justin Timberlake territory to me, which is something that I've said that's very irritating. I almost think it's a bigger red flag that his picture is himself.
Why?
Just because it's I don't know. It feels that feels a little more egotistical than this.
Right.
That's public. That's
which picture do you choose?
What's on your phone? What is on a single man's phone background?
So I actually thought about this the other day. This is my old view from my old apartment. That's how long it's been since I've changed it in Harlem.
That makes sense.
I haven't been to this apartment in 7 years.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Maybe time to change it.
It is time to change. I actually thought it's time to change it.
You get a picture of you?
Make it me on the podcast with you up in the background. That would be pretty. No, my first thought was I want to change it to Delray Beach. I want to have it.
You
be
should.
The beach.
A scenery thing is great. Joe, what's your single guy? What's your background?
Lady Gaga.
Okay. Also, would you ever have yourself?
No.
It's a little weird, right?
My dad has my mom.
Yeah,
that's
it is
normal to have your significant.
I mean, there's be nothing weirder than
Lady Gaga than my cats.
Right. Mine's my dog.
Yours is your dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think there'd be.
What's yours? A view. Yeah, a view makes sense. Crete. So it's a view that's important to you.
Yeah, I think there'd be nothing weirder as like a man with a full family to have a picture of himself as his phone background.
Right. Yeah, that is, I guess that's the one more troublesome.
Right.
Like
Well, he changed it to a picture of her, which is like sweet.
Right. But his first instinct
was here's a picture of me.
Let me put the most
looking
beautiful
great.
thing I've ever
Yes.
seen. Me.
What do I want to look at all day?
Right.
A picture of me. So I think, yeah, obviously there is an element of this, of like a little bit of a self-centeredness. But
Right.
I don't think it's anything in deal breaker territory.
So, is it a turnoff for men to like themselves?
No, I don't think it's a turn on for anyone to like themselves. I think it's more like, are you too into yourself, or are you like into yourself more than you're into other things or other people, or like, are you too self-centered? The Justin Timberlake thing does stick out to me as someone who's like so self-centered that like everything is made about them. And I think that's
At
where
least,
it gets icky to
from
me.
what we see
To me.
from him.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, I guess I was thinking about this a lot. Like what support people get. Like this guy, his music, if it was all like it puts a
I
picture
think
of
it's
himself.
cool.
It's
He won the
nice.
contest. It's a
Right.
cool song. He's probably very proud of it. Maybe he doesn't maybe he's really only using Spotify to listen to the song.
This made me think of, and maybe it's not related, but I did want to get your opinion on it. Alex Earl ended things with her boyfriend.
I saw that.
Her boyfriend, Braxton Berrios. You and I met
Saw them. Yes.
saw
met
them,
met
sat
them.
next to them on the beach.
They were frolicking around on the beach, taking pictures of each other in
Cannes when we were brought there by Spotify.
Yes.
Spotify brought us to Cannes to do a panel. It's one of the only panels I've ever done. Not a lot of straight men get invited to do panels unless they're billionaires. Every woman's done it.
You and Jeff Bezos, yeah.
Yeah. So you've done panels?
I've done panels, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
This is like what women in New York do.
Yes. I don't really love panels, but I'll do.
I think
I'll
they're
do a
the
panel.
most. Nothing makes me eye roll more than a panel.
I saw a tweet once that's like, no one has ever learned anything from a panel.
No.
But which I thought was
So,
pretty accurate.
I think people who go to panels, people who do the panels, I think it's all a bunch of bullshit.
But thank you very much for inviting us.
Yes. Yes.
So we were in Spotify for this, and
when you do them, you do feel like you're like, I do have something to say about this. You do feel
it's
for a
almost
moment.
for the people doing the panel to feel like that. Yes.
Absolutely. So so we're in Cannes for
Yes.
this panel.
And we go to the beach because we don't have anything until later that day.
We literally had nothing to
Yes.
do. Yeah.
And there's a couple like kind of frolicking around the beach.
And we kind of
sitting
looked-
they're seated directly next to us.
And they're kind of like, he specifically was like kind of trying to talk to us.
Oh yeah, he was like, how was that iced coffee? He was
Right.
asking about the iced coffee or
And it kind of felt, and we were like, we're not talking to you. And
strangers,
yeah,
yes.
these weirdos. And we were calling them the good looking couple.
We called them hot couple.
Hot couple,
Yes.
yeah.
They were both very, I mean, everyone knows what they look like.
Yeah.
We didn't know who they were, which was like that when I told everyone when I'm telling people this story about how we didn't know that the hot couple next to us was Alex Earl and
had no idea.
and Braxton Berrios, and I'd never even heard his name before this.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, "You own a media company that is so embarrassing."
It's true.
They were like, "It's embarrassing for Jared too, but it's more embarrassing for you."
I agree with that. Well, he played for the Miami Dolphins. My brother used to work with the Dolphins, so they knew each other from that.
Okay.
I had a connection to him, so I could have been like, I could have said something along the lines of like my brother's name. Maybe they knew each other. You know what I mean? Like there was
Right.
something to start a conversation with. But we had them in the background of our pictures. Like we were like taking selfies, like I'm doing like,
we're
hey,
in the
coffee here.
You're in the background of their pictures.
I'm in the background
Yes.
of their pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was funny because the whole day it was like we were just referring to them as hot couple, and then we go to a Spotify event that night, and I remember being like, Jared, hot couple's here. They
Right.
also got invited to this event, and still had no idea who they were. We were like, oh, I guess hot couple made the invite list too.
right.
And then the next morning, I'm looking at Instagram stories from the event, and then I'm like, oh, that's Alex. Right. It came up on like the feed of like Instagram stories from the event, and I send you the thing. I'm like, we were sitting next to Alex. No idea what that was.
And it's like one of those things with like music. Like I know the band name, but I don't know the players in the band. You know, so. But I was thinking, I've been watching kind of TikToks made about it, and so she ends it with Braxton.
She ended it. Is that what you're
seemingly? From my very low amount of information. I'm just saying, like, as someone who looks at the internet,
Right.
in my view, it was she goes on Dancing with the Stars, she ends things with him. But then they're not the kind of the thing that like makes me think, because couples break up all the time.
Sure.
It was the response, kind of the weather that goes on around it, the support she was getting, and the things that were written in the comments section of like, yes, she needed to move on, bigger, better things. She's now trying to go from influencer to actual celebrity. It was a lot of that type of talk.
Okay.
Like a lot of like, you
Speculation.
go girl, you know, like, the audience, I don't think she's wrong for ending who knows? You know, I don't know what was going on.
Right.
It was just the tenor of the conversation, which made me think of this podcast and think of like something like this, where this guy is like, hey, here's my dreams. And, you know, I want to write a song and here it is. And it's like, ugh, I'm so turned off by him not being established or not having everything in order. And then you look at Alex Earl, who ends things with, and they're all saying like, get away from him. She's on to the bigger, the better thing. And to relate it to like questions we get here about men not committing, you go, okay, well, when a man gets thrown away or gets tossed aside, it is the tenor and the conversation is all about that she's going to get with bigger, better, more
Richer men. Yes. More higher clout. Men.
higher clout value,
Sure.
you know, and it's like, you know, and I'm not saying that's, you know, it got me in this like philosophical, like what, you know, we have so many people.
You're saying like that's okay, but it wouldn't be okay if you were like,
if a
yeah,
man,
he's on to hotter women.
right. You can't say
she
that.
was okay for that phase of success, but
right. That's kind of what people were saying about her. If the conversation was, if it was a man that ended it with a woman who he was on the rise and she was just, because Braxton Berrios, his career's about to end. He's in the NFL, but he's like at the end of his careers in the NFL last 3 years on average.
Right.
He is about to be leaving his, what would be on average his money-making part of his life.
Sure.
Like he may never make as much money as he's making now. I'm not saying he's a sad sack. I'm just saying in the relationship game, the easy answer is always living in the punch up, punch down. Woman, man,
Right.
man in charge of dating, woman, you know, is the victim.
sure.
And when it switches and the audience doesn't switch with that, you know, when the audience doesn't keep to the rules that they were playing by, it kind of like, it is one of those things that like the lonely man epidemic, I don't really believe in that. I kind of believe in the human, what are we doing here epidemic, like the human identity epidemic, like this identity play. Like it's easy to go, well, oh, these women have, you know, are getting left by these guys for prettier, hotter women. And then you go, well, they get no time on their clock and everything. And then the minute this woman switch, everyone just like says the same shit.
Right. I don't think that's right. If that's, again, we have no idea why they broke up. If
No
that
idea.
was
I'm just
the
saying,
reason,
I'm talking about the audience.
do I look
more.
I look at that also? Like that's not nice.
No one would
Yes.
ever say that in a breakup.
What?
No one would say, I'm on to bigger and better. I was on Dancing with
Right.
the Stars.
Well,
I'm
no
the
guy
Mirrorball
would ever
champion. Fuck you.
No guy would ever say, I think I'm more successful now, and so I think I could do better.
Exactly. Those words get put in those people's mouths.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm talking
But is
about
there
the
an element of
audience.
truth to that, even if it's not like the explicit reason?
Sure.
Maybe.
But there's an element of truth to all of it. But I think when women do it, it's said out loud and everyone's like cool with it. You know, like everyone was like cheering for her.
Right.
And I'm not crying for Braxton Berrios. I'm just saying men in this world that you're dating that aren't Braxton Berrios are hearing these things and hearing the cheering that going on for the woman who's going on to bigger, better things. And, you know, when you talk about the guy who won't commit, it's like, well, he's not going to commit if he's not in a career that makes him feel good and
But almost-
and feel wanted and deserving of moving to the next level. I like
Right. Well, are you implying that, is there an element of that if he's not going to commit because he thinks he could become much more successful and get someone better in
you
that
can
way?
think of it in two ways. You can think of it that way, or you can think of it in the way of like, hey, I'm just trying to like take care of myself and be a valuable person in the society.
Right.
And what people find valuable in a man is that I am a money-making, good job having person who can control my life.
Well, maybe that's the crux of like why women are also open to want to settle down much quicker, is because the thing that we're talking about there is like your hotness, right? Which doesn't really change that. Like a man could become much more successful.
Right.
And so could a woman, obviously. But like your general attractiveness is not, if
Done.
anything, is getting worse the older you get. You know,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, obviously
You're
not.
aging, yeah.
You're aging.
Every day we're dying closer to death.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, under your, you know, thought process here, it's like our incentive would be to commit earlier rather than later, because if the male stock is rising and ours is like in this stereotypical way that people are evaluating women, which is based on their attractiveness
Right.
first, at least.
But I guess that's why the identity crisis comes in. Like where we're in a society where everyone's in the rat race.
Right.
Everyone's trying to get to the next level. And you know, your only way, you know, there's no like, and when women are saying, I'm not going to like reach down to the level below me to bring them up.
Right.
You know, I'm not going to date, you know, I
Date down.
You know, I'm going to, you know, Braxton Berrios, get out of here. I need George Clooney. Sure. You know, I'm just saying that's like, I'm just like, I was thinking of like, you know, you eat this soup, you know, like and I was looking at the comments. I was just like, man, you know, you can't, like, what would be the value of a guy to go, well, I'll get married before I'm ready.
Well, for
financially.
Braxton, maybe he should have married her a few years ago and then,
Right.
you know, locked her
But I
in his
mean,
beak.
maybe, you know,
You never know which way it's going to go.
Right. You don't know. But
Right.
I just the cheering.
You could wait too long.
Right. I never thought of Braxton as a sad thing. I was
Yeah.
thinking of like the guy who's just watching this.
Right.
And like the comments to it. But I guess, you know, sometimes you think in this world of dating, like there's only just horrific men and women trying to like,
right.
that are trying to find
I
a
see
relationship.
Right. I
And-
see
but
how
I'm
you
saying
see that.
the comments and
I
you
see-
go, well, these are the horrific women who are just like the
Right.
horrific men, you know?
I would agree with that. I also think though that like you see it anecdotally, like a man who's gets divorced in his 50s and a woman who
Right.
gets divorced in their 50s are looking at very different prospects.
Right. No, different. But the woman
Even
who gets
all
divorced in her
success
50s,
being equal.
right?
Yeah.
But again, the pools being smaller or whatever. But the woman in her 50s is going, I'm going out with a guy who has his own money, who has his
Right.
own,
Who I'm not supporting.
Right. I'm not
and the guy is
supporting.
like, maybe I'll date a 30-year-old.
Right.
So who are we
Right.
feeling?
I
Who
don't
are
know.
we
I
feeling?
don't know.
Who are we feeling worse for? I don't know.
I don't
like
know. It
I do
depends.
think, you know what I mean. I don't think one person necessarily has it worse. Maybe it feels more socially acceptable to talk about.
Right.
For
the conversation to
yeah.
me, I was just like, this is gross. I was
Right.
like, you know,
Yeah.
she needs better. I was like, what the fuck do you know? Some woman in her sweats in Des Moines.
Right. I kind of thought about that around like the Paige Craig breakup.
Similar conversation. The Paige Craig breakup, where now Craig is doing his best to look like a, you know, I mean, he's got, you know, bedding in Kohl's. Like he was made out to be this like, I just want to like
Loser.
keep it slow in the South.
Right.
And it's like, he's in Kohl's. Like the guy's doing
Okay.
great.
Yeah.
You know,
But maybe her aspirations are higher than that.
Right.
And I'm not someone who hasn't thought about that.
listen, it's right. I thought about it that was the whole conversation to me.
Right.
I thought she kind of acted like the quote, you know, the stereotypical male in that situation, based on the way it was being fed to us. Like he wants to settle down, she wants to, you know, I want this bigger life.
Right. And maybe
And-
she also wants to date more up.
Right. Right. And then you go, and I guess I never fault the person. I fault the audience.
Right.
You know, the cheering that goes on, because the audience is also the one that's
Oh,
writing
yeah.
to us going, well, why won't these men commit?
Right. I don't
And
think it's
it-
something to cheer for in either direction. I don't think
Totally.
it's something to cheer for. He got a look at this divorced dad. He's dating the 30-year-old. Like
Right.
I don't think that's something to cheer for either.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Some people might.
I think it's more the audience for me.
Right.
I keep an eye on I'm watching the movies. I'm watching the whole thing.
Yeah.
And Craig and like I never cry for the two hot people breaking up.
Right. They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Yes.
But it's the people cheering or finding themselves or something that they can, feel good about themselves or, the sides they're taking.
Yeah.
It's wild to me.
Well, that's why I never root for anyone.
Fuck no, I root for me.
Exactly. And your phone background. Right. That's why you only can trust yourself as your phone background.
That's right. Let's do another question. You
Let's
ready?
do it.
Jared and Jordana, longtime listener, you guys once helped me with a situation before, so I'm back with another one. I'm 31 female. Met a guy on Hinge who's 32. We dated for 2.5 months, and things were progressing well. He wined and dined me and really showed up for the courting phase. He introduced me to his parents 1 month in and asked me to be his girlfriend 1.5 months in. The only flag I noticed was that he hadn't gotten past 5 dates with anyone since his last relationship in college. So I flagged that he might be avoided. I, on the other hand,
I'm just imagining her doing like a male flag, like flagging this email, like just flagging the avoidance.
A little avoidance.
I flagged it.
Just put it in that inbox. So I flagged that might be avoidant. I, on the other hand, had just gotten out of a serious 2-year relationship 6 months prior. You guys actually helped me with that. And for that reason, we wanted to take things slow and even suggested we not rush the girlfriend-boyfriend thing. Anyways, I had a destination wedding coming up that I had already had a +1 to. I invited him and he said he wanted to come. We booked flights, decided to make a trip out of it to arrive 1 day early and travel after the wedding weekend for 3 more nights. I naturally extended the wedding hotel stay for the early arrival. The extra night was $1,200.
Wow.
Where was
for
this
one
wedding?
extra night?
One night? That's like
crazy.
4 Seasons level room. I mean,
right.
I know the room block is done. But
that seems crazy. Yeah.
I started noticing the avoidance kicking in when he stalled on planning the rest of our trip. I was hoping he'd book the rest so we both had skin in the game. He suddenly broke up with me 3 weeks before the trip. That's 2.5 weeks after we booked our flights. Now, for no reason, I am arriving 1 night early and have 3 nights till my flight back. Here's my question. How do I handle the financial piece? What is the dating etiquette when someone commits to a trip and backs out last minute, do I ask? Signed, stuck picking up the bill for an avoidant people pleaser.
It's a good etiquette question. Wish we had our etiquette coach on here.
I know. This would be a good time for it. How do you feel about this one?
I think it would have been a nice thing if when he ended it, he said, let me know if there's anything I can pay for in the trip that
sure.
Like,
she wouldn't be writing into us now.
Right. If he did that would have been, I think that's a nice, if I broke up with someone a few weeks before a trip that they were paying for some of it for, I would suggest that like pretty quickly.
Right. We would be saying that to him if he were
Here.
emailing it.
He's not.
He's not.
Right. So what can she do?
Well, I don't like the way she's painted this. To give her some feedback. She has painted this as victim perpetrator, which I don't think she's not a victim in this. It sucks. Someone ended things. They didn't really make it easy on you by saying, hey, what's the cost breakdown of this trip we have planned?
Or that seems a little quick for me. I don't know. I'll let you know sooner.
There's a million other ways that this could have been played. But when she says signed avoidant, picking up the bill for an avoidant people pleaser, like she's leaning on all these labels to like make it so we find her totally absolved of any having to like, she's kind of like a blob. Like,
well, he did say he was in.
Well, that's 2.5 weeks after we booked our flights. Now, for no reason, I'm arriving 1 night early and have 3 nights till my flight back. The idea that none of this can be changed at all. Like, this is painted very black and white. You can change your flight. Like, I have to now, this happens in breakups all the time. Now I have to wait 3 nights before I go back. Well, how about you call Delta and see if they have a policy where you can, maybe change some things. Maybe you're not losing
maybe you get a credit.
100%. Maybe, what's that?
Maybe you get a credit.
A credit. If you're going to fly again, like you're going to use the credit within a year. Like, I just don't buy the way it's being painted.
I understand that. I also do.
The one extra night might be a thing where they go, no, this is
no refunds.
No refunds. But it doesn't feel, when you add on, it's like, I'm sorry to interrupt, because when you add on, you've lost credibility with me for your argument. Hey, I've gone to Delta. They said I can get a credit, which is annoying, but I have the credit. I would go, okay, well, that's good. That's taken care of. You're going to fly
Well,
again.
she's flying there anyway. So the flight, I don't think she needs a flight credit.
Well, she added 3. She goes, I'm staying here 3 extra nights.
Right. So it's more at the hotel, not either way, she has to fly back.
Either way,
Right.
But either way, she's flying in general.
Right.
But I'm saying, let's not paint it as like not trying at all. Look at what happened here. And it's like, well, let's pick up a few of the pieces.
I get it. Right. I can see where her complaint is like, okay, not only have I just been dumped, but now I have to do all this paperwork.
Fine.
Like,
That's a more reasonable
Right.
complaint to me.
Right.
That's a complaint I agree with.
I agree. She didn't phrase it like that, but I could see like the irritation of like, not only am I not heading towards a relationship with this person who was
Right.
going to be like going on our first trip together, but now I have to like jump through hoops to figure out how to get some money back for this thing
Right.
that I'm also financially out.
And from his end, if I got a call, hey, what am I going to do about look what you did to me with these 3 extra nights and I have a $1,200 room, a little piece of me from his end is like you trying to continue the conversation to make him feel worse about the breakup.
Well, wouldn't you just pay her off?
I would. But that's my advice to her.
Yeah.
My advice to her is you make this simple because guys' egos will get in the way. The ego of a man will tell him, she's trying to make me feel bad. She's trying to keep this breakup going longer. She's trying to bury me in a certain way. And I'm like, let's get around that by looking at him and going, hey, we planned this trip. Here's the bill as I see it. I have to now pay this much. I'm going to ask you I would even like give a guy a deal. Like I would want...
There's a sale going on right now for
holiday season,
Yeah.
Black Friday special. Since you're not coming and since we broke up, but I couldn't get a full refund, give me I'm giving you a bill for a third of this trip and you can do with that as you may. Like I would deliver it in one simple, here's your bill, here's what you owe me. Assume that anyone who has made a trip would want to make sure that they are even with someone.
right.
I would assume.
I would
best
want
case,
to.
Right.
Especially if I'm the one ending it.
Right. I'm ending it. Hey. And again, you just can't do the thing you're doing.
Right.
What she's doing.
There's a
man won't
cancellation
trust.
fee.
I'm telling you, I don't trust you.
This relationship has a cancellation fee. He
Right.
canceled the relationship. There's a fee to pay.
Make it math
Yes.
for him. Right. Right. If you make it math, there's no, what's he going to do? Can you believe she's charging me on the breakup? Well, charging you for what? Well, we had a trip planned and there was an extra night that we planned for and then 3 extra nights on the back end. Okay, well, wouldn't you say you owe that to her? Like any normal adult would
Right.
look at him and go, well, I think you have to pay that.
Yes, because they committed to the trip, which they didn't
Right.
go on. So I
So-
think that most people, again, like he might be immature, he might be like petty, he might not do it, but like I think she's entitled to something.
When you're entitled to something, don't look for additional sympathy.
Right.
Because that's what she's doing
Make
here.
it more logical, make it less emotional.
Right. What you're doing here is that's 2.5 weeks after we booked. Now, for no reason, I'm arriving 1 night early and 3 nights till my flight back. I don't give a fuck. How much does it cost?
Yes.
Like tell me what I owe you so I can get away from you. Obviously, this didn't work out. I'm sorry it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So like, it's funny because like, by the way she wrote her email, there's a little bit of like, oh, baby, I'm not going to do that.
There should be breakup insurance,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And then there's a company that just pays out all the shit that your ex is making up that they owe you and they file a claim.
So like what, $10 a month until you get married? Both the couple.
To pay the insurance company.
Yeah, you and I were dating.
You would definitely pay it.
Absolutely. On the way out, and the policy pays out upon
I'd be like,
breakup.
why do you think we need insurance?
I'd be like, because it hasn't worked for me in the past.
Right.
let me make sure you're taken care of with 10 grand.
That's not a bad.
No insurance company would do it because then they have to like follow up on it. They gotta like
Right. They
make
got to
sure you're
assess the
broken up.
strength of the relationship before they
Right.
decide whether or not to insure.
Like, what if they start fucking again? Do they have to give the money back? You know?
It's a good question. Yeah. It's like, arson insurance.
Let's play some games.
Right. Let's do it.
UUP at Betches.com. We love Red Flag or Deal Breaker. It's the game sweeping the country. All you got to do is go on a date with someone. One thing happens. You decide whether it's a red flag and you'll notice it and keep going, or it's a deal breaker. It's over.
Let's
You ready?
do it.
Go for it.
All right. J&J subscriber here. I literally love you guys so much.
Thank
Aw.
you.
Jordana,
Fish.
I'm so happy for you and I promise it'll all be worth the wait. I say this as I hold my IVF baby. Love
I
it.
love it. Sisters.
My 35-year-old husband shares an Amazon account with his mom and his 34-year-old brother, who is also married with kids. I discovered this while helping him buy Hanukkah gifts, and I just felt so weird about it. He gets emails whenever they order stuff or packages are delivered. They have 3 credit cards linked and 3 different addresses. I've offered him to use my account a million times, but he says it's easier to stay on his mom's. He's not trying to commit to you, even though you're married with a kid. So red flag or deal breaker, he's a grown man and still uses his mom's Amazon account. Okay, thank you. Love you guys. Subscriber for life.
How do you feel about this?
I think it's weird that it'd be one thing if they just started dating.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's weird he wouldn't be on his wife's Amazon account.
Right.
If they're like, Mike was on his parents' Amazon account when I met him.
Yeah.
But now we have one Amazon account together.
Right. And it's also like, this is different than like being on the family plan for the cell phone to me. Because
there's more logistics involved in it. You have to change.
This.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. For him to say it's easier, let's live in reality. I don't like when I have an argument with someone that just says it's easier. And I'm like, well, no, it's not.
Right.
Like now we have to argue it's easier because you don't have to do anything to start a new account, but like, it's not easier. So
right.
like if you had an account that only went to your house, you would never wonder, oh my God, did I send it to the right place when you order something?
Switch the credit card?
Right. There's a lot of actual extra thoughts that go into sharing this. And I'm saying this as a guy who's on his parents' cell phone plan.
Are you on their Prime account?
No.
Do you use Amazon?
They're on my Prime account.
Oh, wow.
I think they're on mine. They don't have Amazon. I order Amazon for them. They're on all my streaming services. I have all the streaming services they're on mine.
Oh, wow. So you do pay for stuff.
I do pay. I mean, okay. Well, so I which is fine. Like I just this description of it being easy, I disagree with.
Right. It would be easier to be on, especially if your wife, who I assume you share finances with, is already paying for Amazon that goes all to your home,
right,
where your child lives.
Yeah. So it's not a deal breaker. Like if you're on your family's Amazon account, like it's easier if you're not paying.
Right, but she's paying.
Right.
So like his wife is paying.
That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
Like,
So I don't see what's easier.
The idea that you're switching credit cards, maybe he's not as much as he's saying.
It's harder for like the 20 minutes that you have to like get off of it and transfer your whatever shit you were thinking of buying to your other account, I guess.
Right. There's a
and remember a new password and log
it's like
in.
Getting an assistant. Training the assistant is a pain in the ass. Once you have an assistant, it makes your life easier.
Right.
So yeah, the switch is hard, but no, I disagree. I just don't like having an argument or a discussion with someone where they just disagree with reality.
Right.
And that would be a deal breaker for me. If I was dating someone, I know this is their husband, but if I was dating someone, they're like, it's easier. I'd be like, well, we don't like, that's like telling me it's raining when it's sunny out.
Right. Well, let me change the question for you
Sure.
a little bit because I forgot halfway through that they were already married. But like, let's say you were in a relationship, you were in a 1-year relationship and your girlfriend has Prime, you're on your parents' Prime account,
Mm-hmm.
and she says, why don't you come onto my Prime account? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you say no? If they said no, it's easier to stay, would you assume they might break up with you?
Yes. Because I would.
That's why you wouldn't go.
That's why I wouldn't go.
In case
if I was unsure of the relationship, I'm not joining your Prime account.
Okay.
And I do that with most things. Like,
Do you think this guy is about to ask her for a divorce?
About to get a divorce. And say, well, I'm just saying, when it comes to like these life things that make life easier, I'm not doing that with someone that I'm not positive I want to be with for the rest of my life.
Right.
So yeah, just join my Amazon. It's easier. Well, how about I be more sure
Right.
about what's
Why
going on?
don't we wait till we get a
here?
ring in here?
Right. There's certain things. Well, but like, I have a thing in me where I hope I'm like, of course, yeah, well, let's get the Amazon.
You hope to
together.
find someone to share a Prime account with?
Yeah,
soon?
that's kind of my hope. Or I hope I would. There are certain things you get asked about while you're dating or in the early phases that make me personally, and I'm sure people out there, it makes you like your stomach turn a little bit. And those are the times where you're put to think about this long term.
Right.
And undoing it. So I have to think about undoing the Prime account and what it says about me that we went into the Prime account. Like, I know it's not a test, but it is a test. It is an answer I will be graded
Right.
on.
And she probably doesn't need to worry about that because they're married, but who knows?
Who knows? So,
Not to scare her.
not married over. Let's do another.
Let's do it.
J&J, love you guys and the pod. I have a serious crush on Jared, but he's ghosting my DMs. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
She's probably a private account.
Go public. What rule number one? Public
Here's the thing,
account if you're
I've
DMing
been
someone.
getting, no, don't DM me. Please stop. Please stop. It's not. The
I get DMs about going out with you too.
Right. And it's like, hey, let's go on a date next time you're in Cedar Falls, Idaho, or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, and again, I'm like exhausted by it because I do the thing when you're single, when you're out there, you're like, well, let me see who's looking at me. And it does take up headspace. Like,
Is it
I'm
flattering?
not beyond that. It's
Not
flattering. I guess, like, I know I could sound really bad to someone. They're like, oh, complaining about getting DMs about going on a great date with a great person. But it's like, I don't think any of these people, when they DM me, like, I don't think it's about me.
Of course.
It's like about them being bold, but I'm the safest person to be bold with. How about you be bold with the person you see at the coffee shop every day? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, being bold with me. Oh, I get
Nothing
people
to
that are like,
lose.
I just thought maybe, why not just shoot my shot? And I'm like, because I have to fucking deal with it. You know, like,
Yeah.
how about my feelings? They don't care about my feelings. You know, like, they don't care that I'm sitting there going like,
Now I have to answer.
or I don't, like, hey, thanks for a great show. And if you're up for a drink tomorrow, no, I'm going on a flight. I'm leaving. You know, like, I know you got this out of your system, but like, this sounds so bad.
No, I
do you
mean,
know what
I
mean?
get
Like,
it.
I mean, this is like a genie's wish gone bad. Like, I want to date all the women. It's like, now I get to.
Pass.
Right. But I don't know. It's just now it's hard for me because especially as whatever I'm described as, you know, an enmeshed, a mommy enmeshed, avoidant, fucking chubby loser.
Can you get that on your license plate for
Yeah.
your Jeep Wrangler?
So what I'm getting. You know, so I understand that I don't sound great, but like even she writes, he goes to my DMs, laughing face. I'm like, all right, I'm sorry.
So she's not that hurt. Don't worry.
I'm hurt. I have a red flag or deal breaker. I've 32 female, been seeing this guy 32 male for about 4 months, and she's DMing me. That's the thing. If I was like,
That's a good
this
point.
is where it's not even. If I
That's
was
a good
DMing
point.
a girl, and if I was DMing a girl while I'm 3 months into a relationship that I'm open about, there would be a Reddit thread about, hey, Jared DMs people while he's
No, I think
you
this
know,
is messed up. I think it is weird.
it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
We've known each other since high school.
She didn't even
but-
say I had a serious crush on Jared. She's saying I have. Yes.
but he is ghosting
Currently
my DMs.
would leave this guy in a second if Jared only answered.
I have a red flag or deal breaker about my boyfriend. I'm 32 seeing this guy, 32 male, about 4 months. We've known each other since high school, but one night I hit on him at a bar, and the rest was history. LOL. See, it was that easy.
Look at that.
Things with him are so great. Well, except for the fact that you're trying to cheat on him. He's kind, respectful, and can hang. We see each other about 3 times a week. I feel really good about how things are going so far. However, I have not seen his place. We only ever hang out at my place, which is fine because it's the same with my friend group. I love to host. But I feel like I at least need to see how he lives. He asked me to be his girlfriend, but I told him a couple things needed to happen first. One, I needed to meet his dog, which he made happen the next day, but he brought the dog to my place. 2, I needed to see his place. He said he was kind of embarrassed of his place because it's not nice, quote, like yours. He went for something cheap because he wanted to put as much money as possible into his business. I told him that it does not bother me. I grew up poor and our houses were always pretty rough. Rental market here is also really bad. It took me 8 months to find something decent. The price is astronomical. I have absolutely no judgment towards it. It's been about a month since that conversation, and the other day he called me his girlfriend. So I reiterated what I'd like to happen before we make it official. He said, it's really that important to you, eh? My girlfriends and I went full detective mode and Googled his address. There was a YouTube video tour of the apartment and it looked nice. I'm not worried he's a hoarder or has another girlfriend or anything. I just feel weird that this guy has become an important part of my life and I haven't seen that side of him, where he lives. So red flag or deal breaker, I'm seeing this guy and I haven't seen his apartment. Sincerely, a girl who just wants to confirm he owns sheets.
This is a little weird,
It's a lot weird.
right?
Yeah.
If it
4
if she
months in,
happened
never
to-
seen his place.
Right. Not even like we're in the area. It's closer to go back to mine.
Even not sleeping at his, but just she asked him
Right.
straight up. Like,
You wouldn't just
and
be
he's
like, come over.
yeah, it would be as easy as the dog. But to me, she's like, I don't think he has another girlfriend. I mean, to me, that's like on the list at least.
Right.
Like or that the breakup was sooner than maybe he implied, and there's things of hers at the place.
That could be it. Yeah.
Men or me, I'll speak for myself. I'm not really good. Like I've had women go through my drawers or see and go, what's this? And it's like something from a past girlfriend.
Random women go through your drawers?
They're not random. The women going through the drawers are like someone I'm seeing.
Okay.
Every day, strangers walking. Yeah, I know, but I've had women like see things in my apartment that were obviously
Right.
other women's.
But if you're
like,
trying to have a new girlfriend, just clean up your apartment.
right, or just that's from my last girlfriend. Like I'm with you. Like I just it's strange.
Right. There's something weird. Again, if she happened to have not seen it, it wouldn't be weird. It's weird that she's saying, I'd like to see your apartment, and he will not do it.
And saying, I guess this is a big deal to you, eh? Yeah.
Right.
It's a big deal
It's
to
like
me.
saying, like, oh, I want to meet someone in your life that knows you, like your friends
Right.
or your family, and then being like, wow, that's really a big deal. It's like, yeah, I want to like make sure you're not a fucking serial killer.
Right. And I know you're not a serial, and because they went to high school together, it's like, well, we've known each other a long time. You know me. No, I don't know this version of you.
Right.
I don't know today you that I sleep with in a bed you. Maybe, maybe he doesn't have an apartment. Maybe he gave a fake address. Maybe he lives with his parents. Maybe there's a lot of things that maybe could be going on here. The insecurities, he's admitting to some of them, but sometimes you admit to certain insecurities so you don't have to admit to all the insecurities.
Right.
So
It's not as nice as yours. Like if he said that already,
he's
they
already
had
over
a
the
whole
hump.
discussion of it.
Right.
I don't believe that.
I just don't. Yeah. So what does she do? I don't think
I think she
end
would
it.
say like, listen, I think it's like kind of funny at first, but like now I actually think it's like a little weird. Like I'd really
Right.
like to see the apartment.
You are
Where you live.
currently. I would say this, and I think using certain words are important.
Okay.
When discussing with someone, I don't think using words. I hate when someone uses words that don't match. Like, the word problematic seems like it's like this little side door to abusive.
Sure.
That really kind of bothers me because it's like you want to say someone's abusive, but you don't think you have the right to. So I'll call him problematic so I can make sure everyone kind of knows he's a little bit abusive. It's like
It's a little tainted.
it's a tainted word to me. This you can use. We know how to use that to me. So in a world where we know how to use words in ways that can make things happen or make people see things a little bit differently, I would tell him the longer this goes, the more uncomfortable I get, and I'm a little turned off to
like
not
that.
know where you live. And
Right.
I'm not saying, I'm more turned off by you hiding this place than I am whatever's going to be behind that door.
Assuming it's not a dead body.
Right. Or your girlfriend and your 2 kids.
Right.
So it's,
Yeah.
and I think she has to say, for him to go, oh, this is important to you, eh?
That's weird.
That's
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
That means he's not taking you seriously. So I think the
Why
conversation
does he want to be
needs
in a
change.
relationship so quickly without showing you the apartment?
Right.
Does he need a place to live?
And also, I do understand how these things happen. Like, my parents, I've ended things with girls where I'm going to do it over text, and we've been dating long enough where I should probably call, but then I'm realizing it's the first time I've ever called them.
Right.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
And the only reason I could be calling is that someone died or we're broken up.
Yeah.
You know?
Beware of a phone call if you've never had one before.
Beware.
For
So,
sure.
yeah, so I can understand how things happen, but we're at the point where you've said something.
Right.
He has balked and given you the stiff arm. Now I'm uncomfortable.
Now it's like ultimatum-y kind
Yeah.
of stuff. And I think red flag, if after like a real conversation, he's still no, I would break up with someone over that. That's fucking weird.
I would break up with someone. Because I'm not getting the whole story.
Right.
I don't like
There's
being
being
in
shady.
the dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. UUP@betches.com.
All
Red
right.
flag or deal breaker. Keep sending yours in. We love these.
Love it. Hi, J&J, Feather, and the secret number is 82.
Yes.
Love it.
82.
82. If you know, you know. Long-time listener, first-time writer, I have a red flag or deal breaker moment for you. Around 6 months into dating, it was Thanksgiving, and my boyfriend asked me to help tidy his new apartment before his sisters came over. I was cleaning up his table and I couldn't get a spot out, so I mentioned it. He walked over, spit on the table, and tried wiping it with his sleeve like it was some old school trick. I just stared at him and he said, "What? It's supposed to help." We had actual cleaner right there. It wasn't a deal breaker. We're still together 4 years later and just had a baby. But I still think about it. It's a red flag or deal breaker. Your boyfriend spits on the table to help clean it up.
It is a red flag if your boyfriend was instructed on how to be an adult by the TV show Looney Tunes. Because that is a Looney Tunes move. Like,
especially to do like public, like in front of someone.
let me wipe that up. Like, he's not a bartender in an old
I
saloon.
want to see how he changes your baby's diaper.
Right. Like, does he know how to do anything?
Right.
Yeah, with the
Well,
cleaner.
he asked her to come over and help clean for his sisters is also a little weird,
A little weird.
but like fine.
I mean, but like the idea of spit shine.
Yeah.
Oh, let me spit. You know, like
Yeah.
that's what you do like in dire circumstances.
That's what you do if you need to like wipe, if your great aunt needs to wipe something off your cheek.
Right. This is a bizarre move. It is the first. It is just funny. Like, some people just don't do certain things. Like, you know, like you were never brought up
Yeah.
to. No, I mean, him asking her to help clean, like he's admitting, like I don't.
He doesn't know how to
these
do
things.
anything.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I would make fun of him for it, like just relentlessly, and
Right.
then hope he never did it again.
How else does he do everything? Like it's like one of those
Right.
weird.
What else
It's
is-
such a TV way to do something. Like,
Especially when there's a cleaner solution. I can maybe if you're in a real bind and you need to get something out real quick and you need some lubrication.
I mean, I do that with like a stain on my pants. Like I'll just,
Sure.
I need some moisture. Put some water, you know, I'll spit on the, you know, my hand to like try and wipe it out. But like, it's not.
Well, when his
Yeah.
sisters came over, I'd be like, "Oh, we were just cleaning the apartment, and your brother did this. Is that like a thing that you guys? Is that like a family cleaning secret?"
Right.
I would hope they would help shame him.
Yes.
For me.
And
Yeah.
here's the other thing. Sisters, brother to sisters, like they've probably just been like, get out of the way his whole life.
Right.
Like that's why he's having you over. They're just like, no, you're not cleaning.
doesn't
Like
know
that
how
happens
to
with
do
my
it.
mom a lot. Oh, I'll clean it. No, just stop.
You're gonna fuck it up.
Just stop.
Right, yeah.
And then she'll yell at me for never helping.
Right.
So it's really a
get
fun
everyone
way to
involved in shaming him.
All right, we solved dating again.
We did it. We'll be back next week.
Boom.